Hi, I'm Peter Quintal with Denison Yachting. Today I'd like to welcome you on board Freedom, a 2019 60 Hatteras Motoryacht. Come on, let's take a look. Hatteras has been a renowned yacht builder for the last 60 years, known for the pedigree builds and wide and heavy built boats. Having a yacht platform with an 18-foot 2-inch beam, you're able to achieve a full beam master stateroom with a king-size bed. The rest of the accommodations feature 2 other guest cabins with 2 heads and an open galley and salon floor plan. Freedom is not only the newest Hatteras 60 motor yacht on the market, but she is also the best equipped. Some of her top features and upgrades that she has is Garmin electronics, bow and stern thruster with yacht controller for ease of docking, 2 Seakeeper gyro stabilizers, 1,200 gallon a day Watermaker, and a hydraulic swim platform for launching and retrieving your tender or an optional floating beach. The owners sat down with me and we spec'd this boat out custom with all the upgraded features and options that you would like to put on a much larger yacht. Now I'm going to hand you off to my colleague Ryan. He's going to take you through the rest of the walkthrough and I'll circle back with you at the end of the video.
Let's get started on today's walkthrough aft on the Flybridge, where we have this open entertaining space that's large enough for setting out a pair of sun loungers or deck chairs. Encircling this area, there's a stainless safety rail that complements the non-skid underfoot, allowing you to use this space with confidence. Forward of the open area is an aft-facing wet bar with a sink to port and under-counter refrigerator with an ice maker inside. Now let's continue forward and take a look at her semi-enclosed Flybridge. This area is completely enclosed in polycarbonate glass, giving you a space to operate the yacht in any climate. Not only is this area air-conditioned, but it also has a functional layout allowing the owner and guests to gather together in the same place when underway. The guest area found in this climate-controlled Flybridge is found aft on the port side with this molded-in L-shaped settee. The armrests can be moved around based on where you need them, and there are also a pair of high-gloss teak tabletops with a subtle inlay. The primary feature here on the Flybridge is the helm, which is located forward on the starboard side of the vessel. The way the control center is laid out is intuitive and, as you'll see, loaded with the best navigation equipment. First, facing the helm are a pair of upgraded and adjustable Pomponette Platinum Series helm seats. These are an arm's reach away from the console and some of the most comfortable and sturdy seats that you'll find on a yacht. Turning our attention to mission control, let's break down the electronics in the dash. Starting up top, we see a pair of Cat engine monitors reading off vital engine data. And then, immediately below these, are twin upgraded Garmin 8617 HD multifunction displays. These serve as your chart plotters and display radar, as well as sounder readings. Next to these are a Furuno RD33 data display and an ICOM VHF radio. Directly below this, we see a signature Hatteras control panel. This has stop-start controls for the engines, bilge pumps, and light switches, as well as a fuel gauge. Directly below are a pair of Seakeeper control pads for her twin gyroscopic stabilizers. Just inboard, we see the bow and stern thruster joysticks, as well as the yacht's Cat engine throttles. And then finally, finishing off the controls, we have a Garmin autopilot that's right next to the wheel, and a Hatteras alarm panel. As Peter mentioned at the top of today's walkthrough, Freedom is also equipped with an optional $20,000 yacht controller, allowing you to control the engines and movements of the boat remotely from anywhere on board. Directly above the Flybridge enclosure, mounted onto the hardtop, is a KVH Trac 7 HD satellite dome, as well as the yacht's Garmin Open Array HD radar. Wrapping up with the navigation aspects of the boat, our next stop is Freedom's hydraulic swim platform, accessed by way of a Euro transom. This upgraded swim platform functions first as the home to a 13-foot Zodiac tender with 50 horsepower Yamaha outboard that conveys with the sail. And then, as the platform is lowered down into the water, the tender can be easily deployed, thus converting it into a dive platform and beach area. And if you remove the tender chocks, you can spread out down here and enjoy being on the waterline with your friends and your water toys. A few other features back here are the 5 underwater lights and concealed lockers for your shore power connections, water hookups, and platform controls. Adjacent to these controls is a freshwater shower that you can use when you get out of the water. Centerline, we see a watertight hatch offering you access to the lazarette and engine room. This is an area that we're going to revisit in just a minute. For now, let's take a look at the aft deck, which is greater in size than many larger yachts. The entire space is protected by a molded hardtop where we find the area's LED lighting, speakers, and an aft-facing camera. Centerline is an alfresco dinette with seating for up to 6 guests with seating arranged around a high-gloss teak table. I love the curved transom seating along the aft and how pronounced it makes the dinette. Another nice touch back here is the upgraded teak finish. First, we see it on the stairs, including the Flybridge access stairs located on the starboard side. Teak treads are also found on the steps that lead down to the swim platform. The entire aft deck sole is also covered in teak. This is where we see the electric hatch that raises to give you access to the engine room. The mechanical space is a highlight of the Hatteras M60 and it's fully loaded with a ton of headroom. Everything is easy to get to when you need to service it, and the lighting in here makes the work that much easier. Freedom is powered by these twin upgraded Cat C18 Acert engines that each put out 1150 horsepower. These are covered by Caterpillar extended ESC warranties until July of 2023 or 1,500 hours. Immediately aft of these, we see her twin Cummins Onan 20 kilowatt generators, which are also upgraded that'll power the house when you're away from the dock. Cooling the engine room down is a low-profile Delta T fan system that's really effective. Next to the starboard fan is an optional Dometic Sea Exchange Watermaker that can produce 1,200 gallons of fresh water a day and fills a 250-gallon freshwater tank. Facing aft in between the generators is a door that opens up into the yacht's lazarette, which can also be accessed from the swim platform. In here, we find her twin Seakeeper 9 stabilizers, one to port and the other to starboard. Above the starboard unit is the electric shore power cable management system. And finally, aft in the lazarette is where we see the boat's steering system, which is easily accessed. When underway, Freedom has a cruising speed of 25 knots and a top-end speed of 31 knots. When you take into account her stabilized ride and maximum draft of 4 feet 8 inches, this is the perfect boat to run back and forth from Florida to the Bahamas or up to the Northeast. Now let's take a look at the bow, which can be accessed by walk-around side decks on both sides of the boat. The same sturdy stainless safety rail found up on the Flybridge is also found here, hemming you and your guests in. The primary feature for use by guests up here is a wide sun pad for 2 to lay out and take in the sunshine. On both sides, we see grab rails running almost the entire length of the lounging space. A nice feature of the area is that the back of the bench seat, located forward, can be dropped down to add some extra real estate to the sun pad for cocktail hour while you have music playing through a JL audio sound system. Flanking the guest space are bosun lockers, offering you plenty of essential storage for lines and cleaning supplies. And then rounding out the foredeck, we have the ground tackle. To both sides of the windlass are deep chain lockers, leaving the bow let's follow Peter aft down the port side deck as he makes his way into the salon, which is our next stop on today's walkthrough. On the other side of floor-to-ceiling stainless framed windows, the salon is accessed by way of a door that glides open and shut effortlessly. Boasting the largest salon in its class, you'd likely never be able to guess that this was a 60-foot boat, judging from the footprint found in here. Light flows in on all sides through long and stretching windows built into the superstructure. No matter where you find yourself in here, you've got a great view. In the aft section of the salon is where we find the living area. The main seating is found to port with an L-shaped sofa below the long windows. More seating is found to starboard with this barrel chair. From any of the seating, you've got a great view of the TV, which we see located aft. I love the look of the overhead in here, where we have an inconspicuous speaker system as well as a security camera found in the headliner. And underfoot, we see that the aft portion of the salon has a combination of carpet and wood flooring. But moving forward, we enter the step-up galley, where the carpet disappears, leaving only hardwood flooring. First to port, we have the formal dining area. A large high-gloss table, L-shaped seating, and a ton of light make this the perfect space for entertaining. Aft of this is a storage cabinet for dinnerware as well as an ice maker. This is a nice complement to the wine cooler that's located forward and centerline between the dinette and the galley proper. Here in the galley, we have plenty of stone countertop space and all of the appliances that you'll need to make gourmet meals when you're away for a relaxing week in the Bahamas. The sink is located in the island, which offers you a great place to keep your cleaning supplies, trash cans, and offers you some extra prep space when two people are cooking. Outboard, we see a Miele cooktop with an oven found directly below. Cold storage is found in 4 cold drawers that are located on both ends of the galley cabinets. Additionally, there's a dishwasher. Just forward of the cooking area, we see a watertight side access door, adding to the long list of things that make this the perfect yacht for an owner-operator or a cruising couple. Now let's follow Peter down below deck, where we'll take a look at the guest accommodations. At the top of the staircase, we have a cabinet door that conceals Freedom's main breaker panel and GFIs. And as you make your way down the stairs and head aft, we next arrive at the laundry center with a stacked washer and dryer. Continuing aft of the laundry center brings us into the full beam master stateroom. Stepping into the aftmost cabin, we see a room flooded with light from 4 large horizontal hull windows with storage found beneath. Centerline, we see the forward-facing king berth that offers you a ton of storage space when you lift up the foot of the bed. A few other great features in here are the desk that's located to starboard and the large cedar-lined hanging locker that's located just forward. You'll also see that at the foot of the bed we have the TV that's mounted on the forward bulkhead right next to the entrance into the ensuite. This ensuite, like the other, is finished with marble and has a modern vanity. Opposite the vanity, we see a large shower stall. Leaving here, we're going to check out the remaining guest cabins located forward towards the bow. We next arrive at cabin 2 on the port side, which has a pair of transverse bunks, a storage locker, and a hull window. This is perfect for the kids. Stepping out of this cabin and forward brings us into the VIP stateroom. There's wardrobe storage to both port and starboard, as well as access to a shared ensuite. The other entrance into this head and shower is located in the lower companionway, as it's shared by the bunk cabin as well.
I want to thank you for taking a tour of Freedom today with me. I really appreciate your time. If you have any more questions or you'd like to schedule a personal tour, please don't hesitate to contact me directly. Thanks so much.